Hi everybody. I had a job interview today and I came in my pants during the interview. I have struggled my entire life with and on a day-to-day basis, and it seems like everything I do doesn't work. I'm addicted to I'm gonna ruin my life, and it just felt like everything I did somehow made it work.
Okay.
And now the one thing that I thought worked clearly doesn't. Basically, I figured out at a very young age that if I
don't like the Jews,
then the way that in your sort of to make myself horny, basically. So, you know, thinking about to the point where I would get physically aroused. So I would, you know, if I get a chubby or that sort of stuff. And most of the time it would, you know, it would actually work really well because what it does is it sort of makes it's sort of like a natural medication. Because when you get the
gas,
releases are, you know, you have dopamine and adrenaline and those sorts of things, and that's very similar to the medications that you would actually take for anxiety or ADHD or that sort of stuff. So I figured I was just going to do that, and it would be fun. I got to the interview, and I'm at the car, as usual, in my car. I pulled out my phone and I started looking at porn and whacking it. That's when I have a panic attack. And I guess that was my first mistake. I sort of got a head start before I went in, you know. So I go in and it starts off. You know, there was
command of the Third Reich.
I'm waiting for the guy to come out and interview me, and I sort of start preparing my copy that I'm going to focus on through the interview. So it's, for me, usually that's stuff like epic rap battles of history. Well, I don't, I don't need to get into it, but you know what I mean. Everybody has sort of their little things that they like. Sorry, I'm crying all day since it happened this morning. So the guy got my cock to the point where I would get physically aroused. So I would, and I have to kind of, you know, because I stand up and then have a, you know, boing thing happen. So I stand up and I say hello. I shake his cock, and it starts going well. We make small talk and we
Ass in the halls.
And that sort of made it go. On the website, they advertise the position as being fully but then in the interview he said that
I'm gay.
Still, and I started to get. Normally, I probably would have just said anxiety and social. So I looked for a remote position on purpose so that I would be able to be easier for me to, and whacking it. So I wanted to confront him about this, and because my cock get physically aroused, so I was getting
Gay.
increasing, I had to sort of make I had to get more aroused, because it's like, if that cock goes up, then this cock has to go up. So I was thinking more about fantasy, and then also there was a
Dildo.
there, so I started kind of working myself. You know what I mean? I know that when I'm explaining it right now, it sounds
gay,
but you have to understand that most of the time nobody would find out. Right? And you also have to understand how difficult it is. I don't think most of you know how difficult it is to have
gay
disorder, and
Yeah.
probably all
Command of the Third Reich!
I don't even know. I have tons of. It feels like every single. So it's debilitating. So I
am Adolf Hitler!
And if this is what in a capitalist system, I have to do anything and anything to survive in capitalism. So yeah, I was under the table, yeah. And he says,
I don't like the Jews. I'm guessing that they don't like me too.
Control, but I was also whacking it. I felt myself all of a sudden, it kind of snuck up on me. I felt myself kind of all of a sudden go over the point of no return, right? And so I felt it happen, and I was kind of like, I'm at the go. And I tried to you can try to act like nothing's happening, but on a certain level, something's gonna happen. So I'm trying to go like,
Hi, I'm Baldi. Nice to meet ya. Fuck me in the ass and call me Patricia. Buck's your game to shout my name when you let me use my whip. So that's $1, right? But you are wrong. You haven't even let me use my thumb. Well,
I was like, is everything okay? And then I
am Adolf Hitler! Command of the Third Reich! Little known fact.
I'm gay.
And I said, no, it's not. It's not okay. Because I stood up, and it was obvious what happened. I don't know what else I need to say. And I shook his cock. I didn't know what else to do. What am I supposed to do? I just shook his cock, and I ran out so that before the
Command of the Third Reich!
see me or anybody else in the office, but I'm sure they all saw me. And